Got some frankincense going here, a little benzoin, sultry, and copal. So I wanted to use this deck while I grabbed it. The Hermit from Thoth popped out in reverse, so I thought, all right, let's use that as a theme for whatever this reading is. By the way, Aries, hi, welcome. I'm Walker, this is Dance Walker Tarot. This will be a reading for your week ahead whenever you find it. So, before I started, I got on the internet and had the urge to look up old Hermit in reverse here. And I made a little note card. I found Daniel Tarr's awesome Hermetic website. And the basic kind of advice here would be, you need to get out more. If I wanted to make this just a mini, it would be, you need to get out more. Because the Hermit in reverse could represent like loneliness for loneliness' sake, or numbness, bitterness. The light, it's like the light isn't producing any joy for you. You can be a little bit too alone maybe, or you've just put your own work-life joy balance on the back burner in a way, and it's reminding you that you really need to get out there and have fun this week, okay? I like this. It's Saturn in Aquarius, if that is relevant to you. You could have a lot of Virgo in your chart. If not, the advice from what I could gather for you, whoever you are, you're an old soul, and you're very balanced. There isn't a lot that can shake you. And I don't think there's anything you have to worry about as far as antagonists in your story this week. It's more like reminding yourself what you love or how to have fun. I'm terrible at having fun. I'm the worst one to do this message. I'm so sorry. Maybe I'll just say this and shut up. Mercury, the guide of the soul through the lower regions, tells you that you've been guided through the lower regions. It's like you did the shadow work that you need to that you needed to in the past year, so that you can really be that more successful, productive, receptive to your own abundance. So I don't know what that means. I'm going to pull some cards on that. He does say that you cannot listen to your voice, your inner voice, while partying. So if none of that applies, it could be that you need to be alone. If you're not someone who feels completely, totally bitter and isolated and lonely and sort of longing for connection, then it could be that there's too much connection and you're unable to hear your inner voice. So it would be cutting out the partying, quieting the mind, and being proactive about making that happen this week. Okay, so now that I said that, what are we talking about here? Is this up right? Yeah. Tree problems. I need to yell at you. Tree problems. I'm getting like... If there's any problematic trees around your property, you really need to get that taken care of, okay? So if this is the week to not party, don't just not party and be stuck in your head about anything and everything. It's Three of Wands, yeah. It's something that you've noticed already that you thought, ooh, yeah, I just got chills. You had thought in the past, ooh, that could be a health hazard. That could be, I'm hearing a death trap. So it's maybe something in your yard or the neighbor's yard. It's a warning to definitely be proactive about trimming that tree or getting that tree cut down this week. Do you do it yourself or do you call someone else? You call someone else and you spend time loving your mate. So if you have a new crush or a new love, spend your time and energy doing that instead of trying to do it yourself strategically to save money and fall out of the tree. Yeah, this is definitely, ooh, maybe you have Pisces in your chart. It was like you're a lover, not a fighter this week, Pisces. Definitely the same thing. You're a lover, not a fighter. So not a great week to strategize, to be stuck in your head, to try and figure anything out you haven't figured out. It's like get out of your head, bring it back down to 3D for right now, because I'm not sure if there could be like a storm coming up. Am I getting there? It's something that you can do right now. Be proactive about that. You've seen it. You know it's a death trap. Get started on that. It'll get you out of your head, maybe get you outside, and you will prevent a loss of money and financial stability in the future. And there's a regret there. Why didn't I do something about this? Someone that you love in the neighborhood could get hurt. A child could get hurt, or your new boyfriend could get hurt. Yeah, it's like a friend. It's someone that doesn't need to get hurt. And because you have the foresight, it's nothing that you can't handle. But handling it might mean working with someone who does it for a living. You call the tree trimmers. You don't call Corey and Trevor down the block. Okay? You call who is trained and equipped to deal with that. They've got the insurance, everything. And that way you don't have to worry about doing something that you might not be able to handle yourself. You can spend that time loving. If you don't have a mate, it's your children. It's your home. It's enjoying everything that you've worked so hard for up until this point. This is all about joy and love and fun this week. Okay, but before the fun, or you could have fun after you make the appointment to get the tree trimmed. Am I getting there? Okay, so there could be, what do you call it? A temptation to not take care of this tree or this bush or this problematic. I'm just getting like tree problems, like tree law. If a storm comes through, like is coming through suddenly Southern California, it could get knocked over. Someone could get hurt. It could be that your grandfather planted it, or it's always been in the family. You've had this tree for 100 years. It doesn't matter. There's more beauty in the world where that came from, and there's more beautiful memories to be made with maybe even your own children. You cut it down, maybe they cry because it cuts down the treehouse, but you invite them into the beautiful idea of planting trees for the next generation. With love and there's some sort of way to deal with this in love and compassion if it's going to hurt someone's feelings because it's in the family or because it's been there so long. You make it up to the earth. You make it up to the children, but you absolutely make the executive decision to be proactive, at least this week, to prevent someone getting very hurt by this death trap that you've already clocked in the past. Okay, so get going on that. Stay out of your head and don't isolate yourself because of some problem that you haven't worked out yet or plans you need to make that you don't know how to make. Just start with the 3D everyday life. Make sure that problematic tree or bush is taken care of. Even, let me take a breath, dipping into your pocket, because it will save you money in the long run. Instead of paying for a tree removal, you might be paying for tree removal and the roof to be fixed, and it's an extra $5,000. And you'll regret not jumping into it right now. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot, and I'll see you for the next one, okay?